Welcome to Storytime, where every story is a gentle journey toward rest. Tonight, let's take a quiet stroll through a place where peace and calm come easily. In the heart of a quiet village, nestled between the hills and the sea, there was a garden that very few people knew about. It wasn't hidden, exactly, but it was easy to miss if you weren't looking for it. Surrounded by a tall stone wall covered in ivy, the entrance was a simple wooden gate, slightly weathered by time. The people of the village called it the Whispering Garden because, when the wind blew just right, you could hear soft, soothing whispers in the air as if the garden itself were speaking. Those who knew of the garden often came here to find peace. It was said that no matter how restless your mind or heavy your heart, the garden had a way of making the world feel lighter. Inside, the paths were lined with soft grass, and the air always carried the faint scent of lavender and roses. The garden wasn't large, but it was carefully tended, with every flower, tree, and stone placed as if they had always belonged exactly where they were. On this particular evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the garden was bathed in a golden light. You find yourself standing at the gate, drawn to the tranquility that seemed to radiate from within. Pushing the gate open, you step inside, feeling the soft ground beneath your feet. The quiet of the garden welcomes you, and with each step, the noise of the outside world fades away. The paths are winding but easy to follow, and the garden seems to lead you without effort. To your left, tall sunflowers sway gently in the breeze, their golden faces turned toward the last rays of the sun. To your right, a row of delicate white roses lines the path, their petals soft and fragrant. The air is cool, and as you breathe it in, you feel your body begin to relax, the tension melting from your muscles. You follow the path deeper into the garden, passing beds of lavender and wildflowers, their colors vibrant in the fading light. The only sound is the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze and the occasional chirp of a bird settling down for the night. As you walk, your mind quiets, your thoughts slowing to match the calm rhythm of the garden. There is no rush here, no need to do anything but be present in this moment. Soon, you come to a small stone bench beneath a willow tree. The tree's long, graceful branches sway softly, their leaves whispering in the breeze. You sit on the bench, letting the peacefulness of the garden wrap around you like a soft blanket. The stone is cool beneath you, grounding you in the present. From here, you can see a small pond at the center of the garden, its surface smooth and still, reflecting the deepening colors of the sky. As you sit quietly, watching the pond, you notice something unusual. The water seems to shimmer, as if tiny lights are dancing just beneath the surface. At first, you think it might be the reflection of the stars beginning to appear in the sky, but then you realize that the lights are moving, swirling in gentle patterns across the water. The sight is mesmerizing, and you find yourself leaning forward, drawn to the quiet magic of it. The whispers begin then, soft and soothing, like a breeze brushing gently against your skin. It's as if the garden itself is speaking to you, though the words are too quiet to understand. You don't feel the need to interpret them, the sound alone is enough to bring a deep sense of calm. The whispers are comforting, like the gentle voice of a friend reminding you that everything is all right. As you listen, you begin to feel lighter, as though the worries you carried with you into the garden are being lifted, carried away on the breeze. The tension in your body fades, and for the first time in what feels like a long while, you allow yourself to simply be. The garden holds you in its quiet embrace, and you let go of everything else. Time seems to slow here, though you are not entirely aware of how much time has passed. The night deepens, the sky now a deep, velvety blue, with stars scattered across it like diamonds. The moon rises, casting a soft glow over the garden, making the flowers and leaves shimmer as if touched by silver. The pond reflects the moon's light, its surface smooth and still once more, the whispers fading into the background as the garden falls into deeper silence. A soft glow catches your attention from across the pond, where a small lantern is hanging from the branch of an old oak tree. The light is warm and inviting, flickering gently in the breeze. You feel drawn to it, so you stand and follow the path around the pond toward the lantern. The air grows cooler as you walk, but it's a pleasant coolness, refreshing and crisp, like the promise of a restful night. When you reach the oak tree, you find another bench, this one tucked into a small alcove surrounded by flowers. The lantern's light casts soft shadows on the ground, and you sit again, feeling the peacefulness of the garden settle around you like a comforting blanket. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the gentle sounds of the garden lull you into a state of deep relaxation. As you sit there, the whispering begins again, softer this time, almost like a lullaby. You realize now that the whispers aren't coming from the garden itself, but from the wind passing through the trees, carrying with it the stories of the earth. The sound is soothing, familiar, as though you've heard it before, perhaps in a dream. The air is cool, the scent of lavender and roses filling your lungs with every slow, deep breath you take. Your muscles relax even further, and your mind becomes quiet, peaceful. There is nothing to worry about here, nothing to do but rest in the stillness of the garden. The stars above twinkle softly, their light dim and far away, but comforting. You lie back on the bench, your body sinking into its soft surface, your gaze fixed on the stars. The whispers have faded now, leaving only the sound of the gentle breeze and the soft rustle of leaves. The night is quiet, but it's the kind of quiet that makes you feel safe, wrapped in the comfort of the night and the serenity of the garden. Your eyes grow heavy as you watch the stars, and your breathing slows, becoming deep and even. The garden is a place of peace, a sanctuary where the worries of the world seem distant and unimportant. Here, in this quiet corner of the world, you are free to rest. As sleep gently overtakes you, the last thing you hear is the soft whisper of the wind through the trees, carrying with it a promise of rest, of peace, and of calm that will follow you into your dreams. Thank you for joining Storytime. May the peace of the whispering garden follow you into sleep, and may you wake rested and refreshed. Sleep well, and until next time.